Today, I'm going to be comparing the different Axis cubes. Now, let's first go over price. Now, over here on the left, we have the Dainsheng. In the middle, we have the YJ version 1. And on the right over here, we have the YJ version 2. Now, the Dainsheng was $9. The YJ version 1 was $9. And the version 2 is actually the cheapest at $8. Now, the Dainsheng. Now, it turns very smoothly. When you first get it, it's a little rougher, but it breaks in very nicely. But it suffers mainly from corner cutting, which it has basically none of. It's just very bad at corner cutting. I just tossed it. It's just very bad at corner cutting. Now, I'll show you the mechanism. The mechanism is very much like an original Rubik's Cube. Now, it's got an adjustable core, so it's a little bit better because you can make it a little looser. I'll show you the pieces here, but they are very similar to like a Rubik's brand Rubik's Cube. And here's the corner. So as you see, very blocky mechanism in them, and like I said, the only reason it really turns better is than a Rubik's brand Rubik's Cube is because it has that adjustable core in it. So not really the best. Now, like I said, smooth turning just locks up way too much. Now, the YJ version 1. Now, this is kind of a weird one. It's got this weird, like, textured, I don't know if it's really texture that I'm looking for, but it's like a very dull sticker. I don't know. I'm not really usually that particular about my stickers on cubes. I just keep whatever they come with. But these are kind of weird. I don't really have. The only other one I have like it would be the YJ Fisher cube, which has the same kind of weird sticker texture that this one has. Now, it's a very loose cube, as you can see. It's very loose. Now this, it does have the adjustable core, so that's changeable. But if I can get the cap off, well, it's adjustable either way. I'm struggling here. Evidently, they stay on pretty well. There you go. Now it's adjustable, but like I said, you don't really want to because this cube doesn't turn too well if you tighten it. Now it does turn much better than the Dainsheng does, but it just, again, corner cutting's not the best. Reverse corner cutting's pretty bad. It's actually pretty good at doing corner cutting, just not reverse corner cutting. And it's very loose, though. It's very prone to popping because of how loose it has to be in order to turn. Now, the version 2 is much tighter. As you can see, I can't just peel it away if that makes sense. But as you see, if I grab it and I pull on it, it only does that. On the other one, it's just, I mean, look how far the pieces go out. Now, surprisingly, with it being this loose, it doesn't pop all that often, but that's mainly due to you're not turning it as fast as you would, say, if you're, speed cubing a 3x3. You're not, turning this like you would with that. Now, this one, as you can see, it's much, much tighter. And its corner cutting is better, I'd say. And that helps due to these little, little gaps this one has, whereas the other one does not. So this one does corner cut better. It's not that much better. I mean, if you loosen this one to the point where it's like this, I'm sure it'd be like that. But to be honest, it's not that much better, but it's much tighter. So it's a much better cube in the sense that it's not going to basically fall apart on you because it's so loose. And its corner cutting is just a smidge better. So with all that taken into consideration, these both being $9 and this one being $8, so this one's actually cheaper. I would definitely recommend the YJ version 2 over these two. And that's mainly just because, well, the Dainsheng's just not good. But the version 1, it's very loose. And it's just, it feels like it's going to come apart when you're trying to solve it. And it's more prone to catches as well, as you can see. No, that's actually catching right there, but it definitely catches more than the other one, and I think that has to do with it being very loose. So I would definitely recommend the YJ version 2 over these other two. At the moment, these are the only 3-axis cubes that are out that I'm aware of. If I missed any, or you have any questions or anything, be sure to leave in the comments below.